Algebra 2, 5.4 homework for Wednesday, November 13th. Question 1, use long division to divide x plus 3 divided by x squared minus 13x minus 48. What you have to do is x plus 3 is your divisor, x squared minus 13x minus 48 is your dividend. X times what is x squared? You have an x. X times x is, you're going to multiply plus 3x, and then you're going to subtract these two. You get negative 16x, bring down 48, and then negative 16 times x is negative 16x, and then negative 16 times 3 is negative 48. When you subtract these, you get 0 remainder. The next one, x minus 5. Outside, you have 2x squared plus x minus 7. X times 2x gives you 2x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. When you subtract these two, you get 11x minus 7. And then you're going to multiply this by 11. 11 times x is 11x minus 55. When you subtract, your remainder is 48. Because this becomes a positive 55. 55 minus 7 is 48. So your remainder is 48. 7, 8, 9, and 10. They're asking you if this is a factor of x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x minus 24. So you can use synthetic division. You're going to put a negative 4 outside here, negative 4, and inside you will have a 1, a 3, a negative 10, and a negative 24. To do synthetic division, you bring down the 1, multiply, add, and multiply, you get a 0. So yes, this is a factor of x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x minus 24. So if you were to write the answer is yes, and you would have x squared minus x minus 6. It goes into it evenly. Trying 3, put a 3 in here. You have 1, 3, negative 10, and negative 24. Bring down the 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Add, multiply, add, and you get 24, add, you get 0. So again, yes. So far 7 and 8 are both yes. And you would get x squared plus 6x plus 8. Number 9, you would put negative 6 outside. 1, 3, negative 10, negative 24. Bring down the 1, you get negative 6. Add, negative 3, 18, 8, negative 48, and you get negative 72. So this would be no. And the last one, negative 2, 1, 3, negative 10, negative 24. Bring down the 1, negative 2, add, negative 2, negative 12, 24, and this would be a yes. 1x squared plus x minus 12. Number 11, use synthetic division. You would put a 5 outside, and 1, negative 8, 17, negative 10. Bring down the 1, you get 5, add, multiply, 2, 10, 0. So your answer is x squared minus 3x plus 2. Next one, negative 2 outside, 1, 5, negative 1, negative 9, bring down the 1, negative 2, 3, negative 6, 5, negative 10, and you get, let's see, make sure I did this right, 1, 5, negative 1, negative 9, bring down the 1, negative 2, add, you get 3. That is correct. On negative 6, this is a negative 7. And you get 14 here, and you get 5. So the answer is to this one is no. This is not a factor, you have a remainder of 5, so the answer is x squared plus 3x minus 7 with a remainder of 5 over x plus 2. Okay, next one. You're going to put a 1 outside the box, and you have 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, and 1. Bring down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Add, multiply, add, multiply, add, and multiply, and you get a 1. So this answer is 1x cubed plus 0x squared plus 1x plus 0 and a remainder of 1 over x minus 1. Next one. You're going to put a negative 5 outside, and you have 2, 7, negative 11, 21, and 5. Bring down the 2, negative 10, negative 3, 15, 4, negative 20, 1, negative 5, 0. So it's 2x to the third minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. No remainder. The next two want you to factor this completely. So if you took a negative 5 and you use synthetic division, you'd have a 1, a 3, negative 13, and negative 15. You end up bringing 1 down, negative 5, negative 2, 10, negative 3, 15, 0. So what's left here is x squared minus 2x minus 3. This factors to be x minus 3 times x plus 1. And bringing this down, you have x plus 5. So this is factored completely. This polynomial would be x plus 5 times x minus 3 times x plus 1. Number 22, you'd put a 2 outside, and you're left with 1, negative 3, negative 10, 24. Bring down the 1, you get 2, negative 1, negative 2, negative 12, 20, negative 24, 0. So you have 1x squared minus x minus 12. Factor x minus 4 times x plus 3. This is what this factors to be. And then bring down your x minus 2. Back side. Using the remainder theorem, if you do put a 2 in here, 3 times 2 cubed minus 4 times 2 squared minus 5 times 2 plus 1. Right here you get 24 minus 16 minus 10 plus 1. If you add these up, you get negative 1. That's your remainder. For 27, plugging a negative 5 in here, negative 5 cubed plus 7 times negative 5 squared plus 12 times negative 5 minus 3. You get negative 125 plus 175 minus 60 minus 3. These two add to be 50. 50 minus 60 is negative 10. Negative 10 minus 3 is negative 13. So that would be your remainder. Number 30, you have to use long division because that's a 3. So you're going to do 3x plus 4. You're going to divide this by 6x cubed plus 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. So you want to get rid of 6x cubed first. So you'd multiply this by 2x squared. Put 2x squared here, distribute 6x cubed plus 8x squared. When you subtract, you get negative 6x squared. Bring down 11x minus 11x. Then negative 2x times this is negative 6x squared minus 8x. And if you subtract these, you get negative 3x, bring down your 12, and you're left with negative 1 up here because negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x minus 4. When you subtract, you get 16. So your remainder is 16 over 3x plus 4. Number 31, we can perform synthetic because we have a degree of 1 and a leading coefficient of 1. You take the opposite, which is 1, and you're going to put a 1, a 2, a 0 for x squared, a 1, and a negative 3. Bring down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and you get a 1 remainder. So this answer would be 1x to the third plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 4 with a remainder of 1 over x minus 1. Number 32, we have to do long division. We have 2x minus 1 goes into 2x to the fourth plus 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 1. 2x times x cubed is 2x to the fourth minus x cubed. When we subtract these, you get 4x cubed. Right here, 3 minus a negative 1 is 4x cubed minus 4x squared. Now we need a 2x squared here. 2x squared times 2x is 4x, squared. 2x squared times 2x is 4x cubed minus 2x squared. Subtract these. You get negative 2x squared plus x. Now you're going to need an x here. Actually a negative x. Negative x times 2x is negative 2x squared plus x. When you subtract these, you get a 0, and you bring down your 1, and you have a 1 as a remainder. That's going to be a remainder, so plus 1 over 2x minus 1. In the last one, you're going to use synthetic division on this one. Put your 1 outside, and you have a 1, 4, 3, 2, and a negative 1. So you have 3 zeros here. Actually 4. 4, 3, 2, a 1, and then a negative 1. You have to have 4 zeros. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So bring down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1, add. 1, add. 1, add. 1, add. 1, 0. No remainder. So your answer would be 1x to the fourth, 1 degree less than this, plus 1x cubed, plus 1x squared, plus 1x, plus 1 with no remainder. The last question, 37, you are asked, what is the divisor, the quotient, and the remainder represented by this synthetic division? So in your own words, I would like for you to write some complete sentences on what each of these are.